Hello, this is my backyard. This beautiful hot day of June in the state of Texas. First of all, I want to tell you, start your oven, okay? 250 degrees. Make sure it starts heating up to make the recipe later, the porchetta. So when I first thought of the porchetta, first name that came into my mind to um, to combine the wines with was Banfi, obviously. Who else? Porchetta is a Tuscan recipe. Banfi is one of the greatest um, names in Tuscany in terms of wine. I am here with my good friend Christy Evans, which I know for 15 years, and a couple of friends of mine, which camera woman you want to show. This is Julie and Rob Jacobi, which I invited because they are big Banfi drinkers. So they actually gained their right by themselves.
They did. They
And
drank their way into this.
absolutely, and Rob, I think Rob kills a lot of the Chianti Classico Riserva. In quarantine, he was telling me, you want to say?
Yeah, well, you hear the term of an everyday wine, and in quarantine, this became our literal everyday wine, which we don't always drink every day, but
That's amazing.
but when we do, we prefer Banfi.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Well,
thank you.
this lovely woman.
Oh my gosh, thanks for
Yeah.
having me.
Oh,
No,
please.
it is like a pleasure. And I was walking back through time and thinking about the first time we met. It's actually been 6 years. Isn't that crazy? And I think we're all connected because of Daniele
10 years
Osteria.
old.
You were a baby. Right, just chefing in the back. No, it was Daniele Osteria on Rose Lawn, that beautiful restaurant. It was like sunken in, you kind of felt like you were underground. And I was a distributor rep, green, wet behind the ears, didn't really know what I was doing. And my manager's like, you gotta keep trying to buy this space. I think the restaurant's going in, there's a lot of construction, you gotta go by, look for the TABC, the big white permit in the window. And so I kept stalking you. And you weren't there, or your guys had blown me off. And so I finally wrote you a letter, left business cards, left our portfolio book. And you called me out of the blue. And you just said, hey, I gotta call the girl that can't spell chow right. I had like tried to be cute and write chow, Christy, to see if that would work. And you're like just shaking your head. And I think you knew that I would be a project. Like, okay, she's not a threat, and truly you inspired me and helped teach me about Italian wine, even though I was your salesperson. It was such a cool experience calling on that restaurant and all that you did there.
That is so sweet. I love that.
Daniele, could you tell us about the oven again? I think we've got quite a few more people on now.
Oven, start the oven at 250 degrees. It doesn't have to be a conventional or whatever. Regular oven, it's fine. Just start heating it up, because once we do the recipe, we're gonna do it the porchetta in 10-15 minutes, and then it can go in the oven. So, having said that, I have to tell you, 6 o'clock starts. You might eat about 7:45, 8 o'clock. It's not bad. It's still 5 o'clock in Los Angeles, so we're still in pretty good shape. The water boiling for the pasta, the water boiling right now, it's only 10 minutes, so we can take it a little later. But the oven is extremely important. So, what else can I say?
Oh my
The
gosh.
connection between US and Italy with the Mariani brothers is extremely strong.
For sure. So it started with
That's easy, by the way. I'm
these are
sorry.
the most lovely dogs, and you talk about your backyard. It's a paradise back here. Let's be honest. It's so beautiful.
That's because I'm an angel.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know about that.
So yeah, it's we were talking earlier about people that impacted the U.S. and taught them about Italian wine. And John Mariani Sr. came as like a 20-something-year-old boy to New York, and he started this import company and had the vision of bringing fine Italian wines to the American people. But he didn't name the company Mariani. He named it Banfi, and it was in honor of his aunt, Teodolinda Banfi, who was the head of the household to Pope Pius XI. She used to entertain kings and queens and had a passion for food and wine, and instilled that on her nephew. He lived with her, and she gave part of her life savings to him to start this import business. So they started Banfi in New York, and then the Mariani brothers that you spoke of, John Mariani and his brother Harry, went back to Italy, bought the Castello in Montalcino, and started Castello Banfi in 1978. But we're 101 years old is when they started the import business in 1919 in New York, and then Castello Banfi in 1978. I know. And now we are still family owned and operated. Christina Mariani is our president and CEO. I chuckle because you're married to Christina. I'm on my birth certificate. I'm Christina, and then you love Banfi, and it's Christina Mariani, who is just an incredible leader and person and down to earth. Awesome. She's an awesome lady. So great wines. The winery is 7,000. We have 7,000 acres of land. Only a third of them are under vine. The rest of the property is rolling hills, rivers or lakes, and there's orchards, and we make our own olive oil. There's a balsameria. We have a glass museum on property in Enoteca. We love when the world opens up to have guests come and visit us. It's a really, really special place. Come on.
Maybe that's one of the wineries you want to visit together?
Yes.
Okay.
Done Montalcino. I don't know if we hit Banfi when we were there, but we're
It's on the list.
on the list.
Yeah.
We're invited. We will.
Well, you were waiting, obviously you were waiting for us to go
Oh,
together.
yeah. When you're ready, we're
So-
We
ready.
need perfect
Yes.
tour guides.
Yes.
So it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So, being a prince myself, no, that's a lovely story, and I love it. And I would like to maybe explain people what the word Classico means after Chianti, and what the word Riserva means after Chianti. I mean, after Classico. So, Chianti Classico is basically the original Chianti area, correct? So, it's the area between Siena and Florence, or Florence and Siena, since Florence is high. And it's the original place where Chianti area started. As the Chianti Classico area expanded, everything outside of the small area was Chianti, and the Classico was the actual inside. So that's where if you want to be in Tuscany, make Chianti. If you want to be in the Chianti Classico. Riserva, because obviously the wine is ages for a minimum 12 months in Slavonian oaks. No Slovenian, it's Slavonian. And then I think it does an extra 6 months in the barrel. It's mostly a Sangiovese with a little bit of Canaiolo Nero, I believe.
Ours is, yes, and a little bit of Cabernet too.
And a little bit of Cabernet.
In ours.
And then rather than that, I mean, I think that the story itself sells the wine. I mean, at Cibo di Vino we have, besides these two, we also carry the Principessa Gavia, which is a fantastic Gavi made by Banfi in Piedmont. And we also have the Bellagio.
Oh, the Bellagio.
The fiasco bottle. I can't buy enough of that
That's
stuff.
funny. Yeah.
So you see, that's what I love about this time. When everything wants to move forward, some people want to move back. And I think in the wineries, they're going back in time and start doing this sustainable farming and start producing wines organically and biodynamic. And I think that's great because they provide Mother Nature as it is. I always say that the wine is only a filter between the terroir and what we at the end up drinking. So, in terms of,
Yeah, right now we're seeing trends and things like our Chianti Classico Riserva and then our Bellagio Chianti, because people are looking in this time of uncertainty, I think, for producers and brands that they trust, that they know they're going to get great wine at a great value, and it's going to be consistently good. But yeah, no, Banfi is dedicated so much of the last 40 years to sustainability, innovation. We have spent so much time on clonal research, trying to find the best clones and then sharing our research with our neighbors, because Christina Mariani and her father John always say all ships rise with the incoming tide. And if we're making better wines and our neighbors are making better wines, then we elevate Montalcino and Tuscany and Italy. And I think it's really important.
Besides, I mean, being in Tuscany, you know how important it is to make good wine. I mean,
Yeah, there's a lot of competition.
you better know how to do it. Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Yeah,
No, but they, when the two Mariani brothers showed up, these New York Italian boys, you know, everybody, the sleepy little hilltop town in Montalcino, a lot of our educators and even Christina herself will say, you know, oh, me, what are they doing here? These Americans invading Montalcino. But then they learned pretty quick that we were there to, you know, use the innovation and the technology, but also have a respect for the history.
Correct.
And you know, there's a balance in that too.
Yes,
So.
and now you have those crazy Swiss and Russians
Oh, I know.
invading
I know.
Montalcino.
I know. Now there's hundreds.
But nevertheless, you guys do a fantastic
Thank
job.
you.
And I'm always impressed because the quality, vintage by vintage,
Thank you.
is always the same. I love the fact that the Centine is now a blend of Chardonnay Vermentino, which is really
Well, I was talking to Sharon McCarthy, which she says hello. She's our vice president of wine education.
she's such a
I
great
know.
girl.
As a mom of three, I needed a little coaching today before I came into this tasting. So she's so sweet of her to give me her time. But we were talking, and this is actually the first vintage, the 2018,
Right.
where we blended the Chardonnay Vermentino, and I think it is fantastic.
It was Chardonnay, Pinot Grigio, Sauvignon Blanc
Yes.
before. Yeah.
Man, you have a good memory.
No, I just drink a lot of wine.
But I love it. I just think it's like crisp, so much great floral notes.
Yeah,
It pops out of the glass.
more white floral notes for
Oh, yeah.
sure. Yes,
So
I
this will
love
be
it.
like great as everybody's preparing their meals tonight, just to be sipping on through the preparation.
Yeah, that's a great as an aperitif. It's in a hot day, fantastic.
Yeah.
And also amazing with the pesto, with the pasta with pesto.
I know. I saw your video where y'all were pulling apart the basil leaves and working so
yeah.
hard. No, the pesto
It marries
pairing
them
will be
really
awesome.
well. Really
No,
well.
it'll be awesome.
Chardonnay is growing really well in Tuscany. It's doing a great. I mean, a lot of growers are doing a good job. Some misfortune, but you know,
Yeah.
Banfi is not one of them. Their Chardonnay and Vermentino is pretty solid, actually.
We're fortunate at Banfi being 7,000 acres. We have 100 different microclimates, so many different soils, like 29 different soil types. And this Chardonnay comes from our Fontanelli vineyard on the property, which has chalky soils, which is beautiful.
That explains the minerality.
The minerality in the Chardonnay. And then the
I love those
Vermentino.
apricot notes. That the first thing that great acidity makes it really fresh.
Yeah.
And enjoyable, especially in the summer. But it needs to be nice and cold.
For sure. For sure.
The cheeses that I prepared tonight, the few of the northern Italian cheeses, some Piave, some aged Asiago Nero. Obviously, I had to throw in some Castelvetrano olives to be true to my homeland, Sicily. I have an attachment to Tuscany, obviously, because of my mother family. We have the Tuscan connections, and like I said before, I'm a prince. It's a joke. But please help yourself. You know, I wanna see what you think. And Rob, if you don't mind, to have some. I don't know if you ever tasted Chianti Classico.
Since you're our expert at the...
This one's new for me, and I really like it.
Oh, do you? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I have not enough digits to count how many times I've had this one.
Maybe
Yeah.
let's do a reintroduction of everybody. Somebody asked for that.
Yeah. So I'm talking to right now to Christy Evans from Castello Banfi, and we have as guests a couple of friends of mine, which are great Banfi drinkers, Rob and Julie Jacobe. but actually is Julie and Rob Jacobe. And as you can understand from the last name, the guy is Italian. So,
Sicilian?
But
Yeah.
she's the prince, princess, queen, and king of the house.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. No, you see, at my house, I wear the pants.
Do
My
you?
wife tells me which pants to wear, but I wear the pants.
Whose apron is that? Whose apron is that?
Oh, this is a. You have a problem with my apron, Rob?
No.
I thought you liked it.
I love it.
do.
Super
Okay,
cute.
I'm gonna change. If I throw it away, you wanna know where I throw it, right?
Exactly.
I'll
Okay.
take it.
So,
Why don't you talk about the reds?
Oh yeah.
yeah, let's talk about the red.
Reserva.
Let's talk about this wonderful
I'm gonna.
nose of plums. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Anybody else? Need some? Keeping our distance.
Yes, we are all keeping our distance here.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
So it is
My
important
friends.
to know that keeping your distance is paramount right now. I just want to mention something real quick, and then I close it right here. Cibo di Vino was planned to reopen in July, but we still see the numbers going up. So, and we still see restaurants opening and then closing back down. So we don't feel it's safe right now to reopen the place. As soon as the numbers are gonna go down, and I'm gonna say this publicly, I personally gonna throw the biggest happy hour in Oak Cliff, and you're all invited.
Yes.
Yes, and you're all invited. And stay tuned, please. We're gonna tell you when the time is. Until the number starts going down, I don't think it's safe for us, for you, for our employees to reopen the space. We will at some point open the patio and see how it goes, and we'll remain closed the inside, but we're still serving food. You can order food through our website, cibodivinomkt.com, or you can call us, and we do curbside pickup. We'll bring the food out to you, and you can also order wonderful wines like the Banfi wines that you drink, that we are drinking tonight. I know it's probably you are drinking tonight, because I know a few of you coming in, and when we kindly said that this class is going to take, you know the story, this class is going to take about 2 hours, they were like, oh, I better get more wine, so they got more Banfi wine.
We need
So,
2 bottles. Not
that
one.
was,
Don't
yes,
forget
that
me.
was awesome. Yes, thank you for doing that. So you can always call us or send us an email to get updated on what's going on with Cibo reopening. But right now, I think it's safe for us to remain closed.
I think Asia would like a little airtime.
Asia,
Oh my gosh, this dog. I want to take this dog home with me. My kids would love this dog.
you know, a funny story. I was coming up from Jimmy's, which, by the way, I say hello to my friends Paul and Mike DiCarlo from Jimmy's. They always help me. I was coming up from Jimmy's, and on the parking lot, this guy comes to me and he says, I want to buy your dog. And I said, she's not for sale. And I said, look, I pay anything you want. And I say, you don't have enough money. So, and she was so she was a tiny little girl. And now my baby is, how old is he, honey?
12.
Is she? 12 years old.
And we take her for a walk every single day of her
Every single
life.
morning. So
And,
anyway,
well, Sissy wants to.
Sissy wants a little bit of
She's trying to
extra.
get some Banfi over here. Is
I
what she's
know.
trying to
It's
do.
good stuff. She should. She should.
She's got a good palate.
She called this bow feet.
Well, thank you so much for supporting Banfi. I can't believe it's been 16 years since you and I met. And we're so lucky to have you in Dallas, really and truly. You've not only taught me, but you've taught all of us about great food, great wine from Italy. And so
Thank you very much.
I know we'll toast to that. So,
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Cheers.
But there's one thing that amazes me, besides the fact that we know each other for 16 years, is the fact that we're not married.
I would, Adam and I have been together 16 years. You were just too late.
You are married to an unbelievable
He
guy.
who's
I
prepping
love
the kitchen.
your
We
husband.
bought a kid. He's watching 3 kids, Adam, and he's prepping the kitchen.
Yeah.
So, but when we
He's an
first.
amazing guy.
But look, this one. I'm pointing to the other Christina.
That one,
She's the best.
that one, you know, that one is always behind the scenes,
She works her butt off.
and she's the reason of my success.
She. So when I was calling on Daniele Osteria, I think I met her pretty soon thereafter, and
Oh,
we
the
used to
gatekeeper?
drink all the leftover samples. Her and I would drink at the bar.
I got paid in wine.
and she was
Martinis.
like, I got paid in. Yeah.
Yeah, you're drinking martinis all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was my martini days.
Yeah.
Well, I would have rather pay her. I would have rather pay her actually than having to pay her martinis and wine. Because
I've got
she
good
can get
taste.
very expensive on that. So,
It all worked out.
It all works out.
so Christy, let's talk
Yes.
a little bit about this one because I still feel the acidity. You know, there's this
It's got like
vanilla
you mentioned
notes.
plum. I get cherry, definitely a little vanilla. It's got that underlying earthiness that you love so much. I think from Tuscany and Chianti, which is going to be beautiful with the saltiness.
Do I have licorice or a little bit of leather, licorice, a little wood that comes through it because of from the aging process?
So two,
You know, and
2
it
years
transferred
of
to the
age.
palate too.
And we do a year on oak, 2 years total aging, and 28 months to be precise. And yeah, I think it's such a beautiful, expressive, great wine. It's going to fit really well with like just the saltiness and the fat of the. Oh yeah, it's going to marry beautifully together.
Goes great with Chivo pizza and
Chivo
pasta.
pizza pasta
Or all by itself.
for the expert here telling us.
Yeah, no, nobody knows better than he should work. He should get your position.
Are y'all hiring?
Or I should get a discount. They should get a discount.
Talk to me. This is one of our icons. Our Brunello di Montalcino is our other iconic wine that the Marianis have spent so much time and passion and investing in making a great
So,
Brunello.
Mr. Rob Jacob is in finance and he's asking me for a discount. he said, you know what he's telling me?
CPR.
He's telling me that his numbers are wrong. He's not doing the calculation right. It's all about percentages, sir.
You've seen the market, right? You've seen the market.
I've seen the market. Yeah, I talked to my son Giuseppe, which, by the way, he just graduated in finance.
Hey, congrats, Dad.
Yeah.
Hey, happy Father's Day this weekend,
Yeah.
too.
Thank you very much.
To all the dads out there, happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Dad.
I lost mine last year, unfortunately, and it was a big loss for us because my father was the column of the family. So everything was around him. Not only because he was a very selfish man, but but because no, he was a very loving person, and he was extremely in love with Christina. You know, he really liked her. So
He was my dad.
he was your dad, yeah.
Ah, cheers, Dan.
So cheers to
Cheers
that.
to people.
Happy Father's Day to me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Amara, you got to get in the kitchen.
All right.
Already
Well,
time?
I just want to say thank you very much to this woman that took her time to drive all the way over
Oh
here
my gosh, this
and
is
sit in
a-
my backyard.
This is a joy.
And she's got an open invitation on anytime you want to come in.
Thank you.
Don't come in empty-handed.
Never.
You know I don't.
Just kidding. Just kidding. What?
You taught me well.
You are. She always got it, right? She's sweet.
Hey, when we do the big happy hour, can we make it a big night? A big night. Relive the movie night. Just throwing
That's
that
gonna
out
be-
there.
that's
I'm
gonna be
teasing
tough.
this for maybe the future.
I'm searching for sponsorships.
Okay. Big night.
Big
Chivo
night.
and Banfi.
Big night was a big night. Yeah, I did the whole evening with the movie Big Night.
Stanley Tucci.
Yeah, with Stanley Tucci.
Iconic.
Actually, that would be a great movie
It
for
was
people
a
to
it
watch
was a
right now.
Oh,
packed.
y'all should watch it.
Yeah. It was
Big
packed.
night.
So I served
seen
every single course in the movie, huh?
It-
And every single course was outstanding.
It was like, it's still my favorite wine dinner I've ever.
Don't be shy.
It
Don't
was
be
so
shy.
good.
Humble
You-
pie at the end.
Don't be shy, honey.
Big night. Watch it. It'll open your eyes, you know, and it's a great movie. Hilarious. Hilarious.
It is a good movie. So thank you all very much. Thank you for connecting with us and with Bumpy Wine. Thank you for enjoying them. Thank you to Christy. Hopefully she comes back soon.
I would love to.
And let's get ready to cook. I will meet you back in the kitchen in a few minutes. Hopefully your oven is on at 250 degrees. Doesn't matter if it's convection or bake, makes no difference. Just we're gonna do this recipe slow. If you have any questions, shoot it. We'll see you then. Ciao.
Ciao.